Happy New Year. It's the 1st of Jan 2026. Um, and we are looking forward to 2026 as Arsenal fans. We are looking forward to 2026 as 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 people, I guess, all around the world. We're looking forward to 2026. Um, as sports fans, especially because the World Cup will be this year as well. So what an exciting year we have. Year we have ahead of us, of course. Um, right now, as things stand, Arsenal are 5 points ahead of Manchester City. They are 6 points ahead of Aston Villa, and Manchester City is playing today against Sunderland away. And Sunderland have never lost at home this season so far. You know, this is going to be an exciting game. We are behind Sunderland as Arsenal fans today, but we are still, as well as Arsenal fans, are still a bit annoyed at Sunderland at the fact that we drew there, and they got a last-minute sucker punch at the end to get an equalizer. So when they come back to the Emirates, we saw what happened to Aston Villa, right? We saw what happened to Aston Villa, and we were always predicting that was going to happen to Aston Villa. So when Sunderland comes back to the Emirates, we will see what shall happen to Sunderland. But we got bigger fish to fry before Sunderland, and we're starting by Bournemouth, who we're going away to. It's never easy to win at Bournemouth. We saw what happened last season. We lost at Bournemouth. Bournemouth are a force when they decide to be, but they're going to be missing their star player, who seems like he's about to start joining City soon. So Semenyo is about to go to Manchester City. I really don't know where they're gonna place Semenyo, to be honest, because Doku has shown signs of really going for it and being useful for City, and has helped them in very difficult games this season, and being like their best performer. So when Semenyo comes into the picture, I'm not sure if he's gonna go to the right or left. And then there's that Brazilian boy as well. Is it Savinho or something? Who's also playing for City, who wanted to go at the beginning of the season, but Pep didn't want to let him go. I think his situation is very similar to what's happening with Nwaneri at Arsenal. These young boys want to play, want more game time and want to play in the first teams of the teams that they play for. So when you're in such a big club like Arsenal and Manchester City, it's very difficult as an 18-year-old or a 20-year-old or 21-year-old to just come into the team and bench an experienced player that's like 23 and above, because you are talent for the future. So it is quite interesting what is happening with Ethan Nwaneri, who seems like apparently there's rumors that Bournemouth want to take him on a loan. I don't mind Bournemouth taking him on a loan, or any other team taking him on a loan, especially because we've seen that he's played. He played well last season, but he does need game time to just keep that experience going, and his legs fresh as well, just so that. And what I've also learned is that a team can cancel a loan move at some point in time in the season, should there be like injured players in the first team, or and they're short of players. They are able to cancel a loan move, with which which with whichever team they basically had the loan deal with. Um, I'm not sure how these contracts really work. I'm not sure if teams can refuse for that when they sign their loan deals in the first place, or if they have no right. I'm not quite sure, or if perhaps there's a penalty that the team that's loaned out the player has to pay if they're trying to recall their player back from the loan before the loan spell is done, of course. So these are exciting times, I must say. We are now on the 1st of Jan, and the transfer window has opened again. And according to Mikel, Arsenal might actually be busy this transfer window. Honestly speaking, I wouldn't even know which position we would try get reinforcements on. I think we overclustered with our attackers at the front, with Kai being back, with Jesus being back. Oh my gosh! Like, I mean, Madueke is back to fitness as well, and so is Gyökeres, Saka, Martinelli, as well as Trossard. So we kind of have the reinforcements that we need at the front. I think the positions that we need to probably look at more than any other right now is I think that we should leave Timber and Ben White as right backs, but I do think we must probably get a replacement, or not necessarily a replacement, but somebody who can assist Saliba should Saliba be injured, and as well as for rotation as right back. I mean, not right back, sorry, right center back. And there's been rumors that we've been looking at Mark Gay from Crystal Palace, but there's also rumors that Real Madrid want him, and there's also rumors that but they want him on a free. Real Madrid have got this thing where they go to players just before they contract expire, especially when they hear that the player is not trying to extend their contract with that club, where they literally go convince them and make deals with them to be like, okay, run your contract down and we will take you afterwards. And it seems like that could possibly be happening with Mark Gay. But there's also rumors that he actually might want to come join Arsenal. But my biggest worry is that a player like that would want to start. And there's no way he's going to jump in ahead of Saliba to start, I mean, we've just given Saliba a contract extension as well, which is wonderful, especially after he knew that Real Madrid wanted him so much, but he still decided to sign with Arsenal, which is fantastic, guys, because what this means is that the players actually believe in the vision of the club and what the club is trying to achieve, which means that they believe in the manager, which is fantastic. So we shall see what happens. But there's also rumors that Liverpool want Mark Gay. So we'll have to see if Liverpool or Arsenal or Real Madrid get Gay. And I apologize if I'm not pronouncing his surname properly. It's Mark Gay or Gay or Gay, or I'm not sure. But yeah. But all I know is that he's a fantastic centre back. I've seen him do it multiple times for Crystal Palace and England as well. So yeah, I think, oh man, this is going to be so interesting. 2026 is going to be an exciting year for Arsenal. It's going to be an exciting year for football. It's going to be an exciting year for many of us that have already started our journeys to to achieve whatever it is that we've set ourselves to achieve. So I'm looking forward to what this team is going to do. We've got FA Cup coming up soon against Portsmouth, and I think we'll do well. They're not in the Premier League; they're a Championship team, but they're not a bad team either. But FA Cup is going to be interesting. I think that's where we should actually give guys. If Ethan doesn't go out on loan, we need to give him like a run in these FA Cup games. And that's Ethan Nanweri, by the way. We need to give him a run in these FA Cup games. We need to actually play our B teams in these FA Cup games. Yes, I know that we are desperate to take all silverware and whatever silverware we can get, but I do believe that Arsenal will do well against we'll do well in the FA Cup regardless of us using our B team or A team. If you look at the level of players that we have, whether they're in our B or A team, they're all world class. They can compete against the best right now, and that's why we bought them and put them in the team, so that just in case any of our first choice players get injured, and our second choice players can actually step up and do the job as well. So this is exciting times for Arsenal. Exciting time. The transfer window has just opened again. Oh man, and it's quite interesting because I just realized now that Pep has been flirting so many times with Rodrigo at Real Madrid. And if they go for Semenyo, I wonder if Rodrigo would actually consider. But it seems like now Alonso doesn't really have too much favor of the Real Madrid fans. Some of them want him out. But he seemed like he's found a spot for Rodrigo now in his team. I guess because he's probably trying all different types of formulas. He's desperate. He just wants to see it work for that team, which is great for other teams all around Europe, because if Real Madrid are still trying to figure themselves out, this means that the teams that have figured themselves out in the Champions League could actually excel and go beyond them, which is wonderful news. Just by the way, Arsenal have never lost against Real Madrid in the Champions League, so they're not even a team I worry about at all. Yeah, I think it's going to be a very interesting second half of the season. I'm excited, and I want to see Arsenal put Bournemouth away. It's never easy going to Bournemouth and putting them away, but I definitely think we have what it takes in our locker to do that. And to be honest with you, I even believe that we can even rest some of our best players and give our guys that have just come back from injuries a chance for a run. I'd like to see Kai Havertz have a run. I'd like to see Jesus probably start. But I'm not quite sure what that would do to Gyökeres's confidence if we had to start another striker ahead of him. But, competition is also healthy as a striker, to know that, okay, look, and also it also helps the strikers knowing that, okay, they're not 100% reliant on me anymore. So I can relax a bit and play my best football. At the moment, the spotlight is on Gyökeres, and everybody's thinking, okay, Arsenal are relying on their number one striker to do it for them, and that puts a lot of pressure on the player. So I do think that Gyökeres just does need a bit of a breather, and that's okay. Even if he does get a bit of a breather, and someone like Jesus gets a run, or someone like Kai gets a run, that's okay. Gyökeres, my man, I know that you're still going to do it. I know that you still have it in you to be one of Europe's top strikers in the world. So I am not worried at all about your current form, because I know that it will improve. We've seen your ability. We've seen what you can do. We've seen how clinical you can be even when you hit a penalty. I mean, that penalty that he took the other day, I mean, he smashed that. He smashed that. Like, I mean, it takes a lot of confidence for a player to really go for it and smash the ball during a penalty instead of just placing it on the far right or far left. So the way he smashed that, I know that that man definitely has the ability to do what it takes. So here we go, Bournemouth. Here we come. My predictions for the game are 3-0 to the Arsenal. 3-0 to the Arsenal. Is Rice going to play? I'm not quite sure. I think let's give him a rest as well this game, because we've shown ourselves that we can win significantly without him in the team, which is what a lot of pundits like your Gary Neville's and oh man, a whole lot of pundits have been saying that they worry that the one player that's irreplaceable in Arsenal is Rice. But Joloff needs a rest because Joloff can't run and play every single game of the season. So here we go, Gunners. 3-0 to the Arsenal against Bournemouth. And yeah, looking forward to it. Happy New Year, people.